So I am here to describe about the parts of the bicycle. So what are the basic parts of the bicycle? First comes the handle. Handle works as the steering wheel of the bicycle. It helps to steer the bicycle in the left direction or the right direction. Along with the steering wheel, there comes the brake. Brakes are used to stop the bicycle abruptly or anytime when you want to stop the bicycle. Next comes, along with the frame, there comes the frame. Here comes the frame of the bicycle. The frame gives the basic structure to the bicycle. It is the basic shape through which all the parts are attached to it. Next comes the seat on which you sit comfortably on the cycle. Next comes the pedals. Pedals are used to pedal the bicycle and to move into the direction. Along with the pedals, along with the frame, they connected are the wheels. Wheels are used to move the bicycle in movement, and it converts the mechanical energy into the linear motion.
Now I am going to explain the working of a bicycle. When we move this pedal, it is attached to a gear, a bigger gear, which is attached with the smaller gear with the help of chain. When we move this pedal, the bigger gear moves and the smaller gear also moves because of the chain. The smaller gear is attached to the rear wheel. When the smaller gear moves, the wheel also moves, which in turn moves the whole bicycle. Like this.
So hello guys, I am here to explain why do we use chains instead of gears in the bicycle. Like we can use many gears to connect the cycle and then it can also work. But still, why do we use chains? So the basic reason behind it is simple. One of the reasons is it is the cost effective method. See, as a producer, I would like to cut my cost as much as it is possible. So the best way to do is simply use chains. See, if we will use 4 to 5 gear, it is made of steel, and that will raise the cost up to the charts. And the second reason behind it, simple, it reduces the frictional force on the bicycle. See, when you pedal the bicycle, there is some amount of frictional force acting between the gears and the chain. See, if there were many gears, there will be a heck of amount frictional force acting between the gears, and that will cause the gears to rub down very easily. But when it comes to the chain, there are only 2 places at a time where the frictional force acts. So that increases the durability of the cycle basically, and also reduces the effort on the cycle.
Let us discuss how brakes of a bicycle work. When we press the brakes attached to the handlebar, the thin metallic wires stretch running through the capillaries, which press the corks and producing the friction between the rubber cork and the rim, which due to the friction the wheel of the cycle stops, and fortunately the bicycle stops. For example,
at rear wheel, a free wheel is attached. The mechanism inside it is known as ratchet and pole mechanism. The pole gets locked in the tent while forward pedaling like this and moves the cycle in forward direction, but it moves freely when it reverses.
we can see that the cycle is made into different triangular parts. What is the basic reason that a bicycle is made into different triangular parts? Because triangle is the strongest shape, it is less deformed. If you will apply force from any of the angle of the triangle, it will be less deformed. This is the basic reason, that's why we use triangular shapes in towers and all that to provide the strength to the structure.
You all might have observed that different types of cycles have different widths of tires, and today I will explain you why these different types of tires exist. Actually, you might have observed that the racers actually prefer the thinner tires. It is because in the thinner tires there is a very less surface in contact with the roads, which decreases the friction force on the cycle, so they attain more speeds. And in day-to-day life we use the tires which are actually wider, and we use it because the wider tires gives us more balance, and it also absorbs the shocks and bumps better than the thinner tires.
So now the questions comes, can't we have the gears of different shapes? Because now till now we are using the gears which are circular. So what if we use the gears that are elliptical in shape? Well, yes, we can use elliptical gears, but the problem arises because the radius is not constant everywhere. There is a major axis and a minor axis. So for a particular interval of time, the speed of the cycle will be 1 by k times, and for the other it will be k times. So it doesn't helps us with the smooth drive, and so is the case with the other shapes like square or etc. etc.